You know what's crazy? Most people think mental toughness is about being fearless, unshakable, unstoppable. But here's the truth. Nobody tells you mental toughness isn't about never feeling weak. It's about what you do when you feel weak. Let me tell you a story that changed how I see pain, failure, and strength forever. And maybe it might just change how you see your life too. There was a boy named Ethan. He wasn't special. He wasn't the smartest in class, not the strongest, not the one people cheered for. He was just invisible. He grew up in a small town, quiet streets, familiar faces, and dreams that never really left the ground. Ethan wanted one thing: to prove that he could do something great, something that mattered, something that made people say, "Wow, he did it." But here's the catch: every time he tried, something broke inside him. When he failed his first exam, he called himself stupid. When he lost his first game, he said, "I'll never be good enough." When his friends moved ahead, he said, "Maybe I'm just not meant for more." Sound familiar? We all have that moment, don't we? That voice inside that whispers, "Why even try?" Then one night, something happened. He was walking home from work, tired, defeated, and angry at himself. Rain poured down, heavy, cold, and relentless. He saw a man, maybe 60, maybe 70, sitting under a broken shelter. Old coat, torn shoes. But he wasn't shivering, he was smiling. Ethan looked at him, confused. He said, "Sir, aren't you cold?" The man laughed. He said, "Of course I am. But you see, son, I learned long ago that pain is temporary. Regret is forever." Ethan froze. That line hit him like thunder. The man continued, "Every time life tried to break me, I told myself, maybe life isn't breaking me. Maybe it's training me." Those words, "Maybe life isn't breaking me. Maybe it's training me," echoed in Ethan's head all night. Next morning, he woke up early. He stood in front of the mirror, same face, same eyes, but a different voice spoke inside him this time. "I'm not weak," he whispered. "I'm just learning how to be strong." And that was the start of his mental toughness. Here's what he did differently. He stopped running from discomfort and started walking into it. He ran every morning, not because he loved running, but because he hated quitting. He read books, not because he was smart, but because he wanted to learn how to think differently. He spoke to strangers, not because he was confident, but because he was scared to death and wanted to destroy that fear. Day by day, he built something stronger than muscles. He built discipline. And here's the secret no one tells you about discipline. It's not about control. It's about freedom. When you discipline your mind, you free yourself from the noise of doubt. You free yourself from people's opinions. You free yourself from that voice that says you can't. Because you've already proven, yes, you can. Months passed. Ethan's life didn't suddenly become perfect. He still failed. He still fell. But this time, he smiled every time it happened. His friends asked him, "How do you stay so calm when things go wrong?" He said, "Because I stopped asking, 'Why me?' and started asking, 'What is this teaching me?'" You see, mental toughness is not built when life is easy. It's built when life hits you, and you still choose to stand tall. It's built in those mornings when you don't feel like waking up, but you do it anyway. It's built in those moments when nobody believes in you, but you still show up. It's built in silence, in sweat, in small victories that no one claps for. That's what creates strength, invisible effort, repeated daily. One day, Ethan went back to that same street. The old man wasn't there anymore, but his words were, "Maybe life isn't breaking me. Maybe it's training me." He smiled, looked at the sky and whispered, "Thank you for the training. You want to know the real secret to building mental toughness fast? It's not motivation, it's repetition. Motivation fades, discipline remains. If you can train your mind to do small, hard things every single day, you will build a mind that doesn't break when big things happen. Take the cold shower, wake up 10 minutes earlier, talk to that person you're scared of. Say no when you want to say yes. Do one uncomfortable thing daily, because comfort never made anyone unshakable. And when people look at you, they'll see someone calm, confident, and unstoppable. But you'll know the truth. You'll know the storms you've walked through quietly. You'll know the nights you cried and still showed up the next day. You'll know the 1,000 times you wanted to quit, but didn't. That's real toughness. Not loud, not flashy, just quiet strength built brick by brick. So if you're listening to this right now and life feels heavy, remember, you're not breaking down. You're breaking through. You're being trained for something greater. Every rejection is redirection. Every pain is a lesson. Every delay is protection. You're not weak. You're becoming unshakable. And before you go, I want to share something personal. When I started this channel, Eliza Bethell's Tales, I didn't create it to tell perfect stories. I created it to tell real ones. Stories that remind you that you are more powerful than your fears. Stories that make you pause, think, and rebuild yourself one thought at a time. So, if this story touched something inside you, if it made you feel a spark, if it made you whisper, "Yes, I can start again," then I want you to do something right now. Hit that subscribe button. Because this journey of self-growth isn't something you walk alone. Every week, we'll uncover more stories like this. Stories that inspire you, teach you a little English, and feed your mind with strength and purpose. Now, before you scroll away, I have one question for you. What does mental toughness mean to you? Comment your answer below. I read every single one, and I'll feature the most powerful ones in the next episode. Because the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more people who refuse to quit. And if that's you, welcome to Eliza Bethell's Tales, where every story reminds you that your comeback is always stronger than your setback.